All right, what's going on, guys? It's Alston back with another video today, and today we've got something special, a little different. We're rebuilding a 0 overall Dynasty in College Football 25. You can see the coach, Zero Hero. We're the coach of Alston Zeros to Heroes. Just like Madden, it will only let us go down to a 12 overall on the players, but just so everybody can see, this is going to be absolutely miserable. Everyone has 0 everything. We're an 8 overall. So I don't even know where to begin. This dude gets +2 change of direction from our coaching staff, I guess. Yo, he might be elite. They might be elite. That D-line's going to go crazy. All right, so it would appear I missed a couple middle linebackers. Okay. And everything else is wait. I also missed a kicker. We're going to put them at the bottom of the depth chart. Make sure everyone starting is a 12 overall. All right. We should be good now. Okay. And for the schedule, we're in Conference USA. That made the most sense. But, of course, we want to see what it looks like to lose 200-0 to an Ohio State at Ohio State. You know what? Go ahead and make that an away game, too. I just want to see what those three look like. Then we get a game against FCS. If we score a single point all year, it'll be this game, but I don't think we'll score in it either. We're not going to score a point this year, and we're going to give up 80 to 100 points a game is my guess. So I guess the main focus now will be recruiting. I think for recruiting, we're immediately going to go just offensive line, like trenches heavy. I would like to get a QB. All right, so we got our recruiting board set up. We're going to take our chances on 3 4-star players. The rest of these are 3-star. The 4-star players, just so we can eventually be able to score a good base to build it around. Wide receiver, left tackle, QB. I highly doubt we're going to get the QB. Highly doubt we'll get the left tackle. Wide receiver, I feel like I'm able to get fairly easily a lot of the time, but I'm going to offer everyone scholarships, and I'll see you guys after that. All right, we did have an insta commit here. It's the only one we got out of offering everybody a scholarship, but it's Josh Duggan out of Miami, Florida. He's a 3-star athlete, agile. He'll be on the O-line. Like I said, we went very trench heavy. I think that's the best place to start and try to grab a quarterback as well. There's a variety of positions, of course, but I feel like the trenches are where we need to get best or better the quickest. I'm going to do a little bit of scouting. If I find any gems, I'll let you guys know. Just found a good-looking corner here with a couple of mental traits, except for his zone coverage is a 60. That's kind of a bummer. I don't like to see that. All right, so on our recruiting board with the little bit of scouting I got to do, of course, couldn't do a whole lot with the coach being a low level. There wasn't really anything special. There were a couple of gems. This guy was a bust. He was looking pretty rough. Just nothing special. Nothing special. Clear-headed ability, but Gabriel Petit has locked us out already, the right tackle, so we'll add someone in his place. So has DJ Fournette, the right guard out of Wisconsin. All right, so I'm not really an expert on recruiting, which is what's going to make this so miserable. But I sent the house on the 3 4-stars. I did DM and social media on this because that was all I had. And everyone else that we really wanted to get a shot at, I did the contact friends and family, or that we at least wanted to get started on. Of course, as people keep locking us out and committing or whatever, we'll be able to add some more and go from there. All right, week 1, that logo's absurd. It's taking up the entire screen. But week 1, we got Alabama at Alabama, so this will be interesting. All right, so I'm going to get to simming and doing some recruiting. I'll let you guys know if we get any commits or if anyone huge locks us out. And I'll meet you guys maybe through the midway point of the season. Okay, so I know I said I would be back at the midpoint of the season, but I wanted to show the top story of the week. Jalen Milroe had 437 passing yards, 12 passing touchdowns, and the Crimson Tide beat us 226-0. I just thought I would drop in and let you guys know that, but I'll see you at midseason. So as expected, we are 0-6, but hey, we're still above UL Monroe. Look at the bright side. Look at the bright side. All right. So the only score I've looked at was the Alabama game that we took a look at. But now we're going to go look at the schedule, see what all's happened. I don't think we scored a point. There's no way we have. 226, nothing. 120, nothing. 211, nothing. FCS East beat us 109-0. Louisiana Tech 162-0, and Liberty 223-0. Let's look at the Ohio State box score. We threw 6 interceptions, had a total of 0 yards. Have we gained a yard this year? I'm curious. It would not appear that way. It would not appear that way. All right. So Travion Henderson had 192 yards on 14 carries for 4 touchdowns. Will Howard, 489 yards, 16 touchdowns, 0 picks, of course, 0 sacks, 28 of 29. He did throw an incompletion. I wonder who did that. That's crazy. He probably just missed his receiver. I want to look at the FCS scores. See, did we gain a single yard at any point throughout the season? Okay, we lost 44 yards against Alabama. Louisiana Tech, negative 53 yards. Liberty, negative 68 yards. We got 2 first downs? How? Penalties, okay. I guess that's why. Yo, we had 264 kick return yards. Let's go. Let's go. That'll happen when the opposing team scores 223 points. All right, so let's look at the recruiting. We've had 0 commits. We've lost out on some. As you can see, this just happened this week. We're hurting. We are hurting. We are still in the race for quite a few 3-stars, which is fine. That's significantly better than what we had. We just wanted to take a shot at a few 4-stars. So this is the update. We lost out on all 3 of our 4-stars. Let's see. We're going to send the house on this guy, and then we're going to throw 25 on some others, contact family and friends. There's no point in scheduling a visit, I don't think. I don't see what that would gain or what we would gain from that, so we won't be doing that. We're just going to take what we can get. We'll eventually just bump it down to 1 stars and go from there, but I'll catch you guys at the end of the season with an update. We got a commit here in Caesar Berkovici. I have no idea how to say that name. We lost out on Kevin Valerio. RIP. We're struggling, and we lost out on Marcus Thomas. So we threw our points into this D tackle. Where did he go? Right here. We threw 25 into him and 25 into Sean Casper. Another big commit, we got Byron Reese, the left guard out of St. Louis, Missouri. We lost out on Sean Casper to the Florida Gators. That's a bummer. We lost out on someone else as well. No, I don't think we did, actually. Never mind. All right, we have just finished up our regular season, our first season with 0 hero. We didn't even make it to level 3. Let's see what happened. Did anyone blow us out? Okay. We tightened up on defense in the second half of the year. Look at it, 123 points to Kennesaw State. The only team that scored less was actually Texas scored less. That's crazy, Texas. That is crazy. So we, of course, got blown out in every game. I don't think we need to go over that. There's not a whole lot that we need to go over the first season. I will take a look at the season stats. I want to see what happened. DePaul, he had 2 completions for 26 yards, 0 touchdowns, 24 picks. Then we had Jarvis, who had 1 completion for 26 yards on 84 attempts, 9 interceptions. Then we had O'Neal, 1 completion, 5 yards, 2 picks. Then we had Frost, who never did anything except for throw 103 attempts, 13 interceptions. All right. Rushing. No one had a carry. Oh, okay. Yeah. 25 carries for negative 98 yards and 108 carries for negative 406 yards. 11 fumbles for him, 12 fumbles for DePaul. Page, 3 fumbles. Hardy, 2 fumbles. Who had the catches? Yo, both of them were Asher Varner. Springer had 1 and Strickland had 1. How many sacks did... Oh my God. Tariq Williams gave up 53 sacks in 9 games. Yo, we got 4 tackles for loss. We got an interception? Yo. Chase for... Okay. That's my bad. That was the 77 overall that didn't change. We're going to encourage those players to transfer at the end of this. I promise you, they did not have an impact on this team. Will Howard wins the Heisman coming off of the 16 touchdowns he threw against us, totaling him up for 68 touchdowns. Crazy. These are the players leaving for anyone interested. So everyone that didn't get changed to a 0 either graduated or is transferring, so we're good to go on that. All right, so it's National Signing Day. Here we are. We actually come away with a better class than I anticipated for getting blown out 200-0 every single game. I figured that would scare all of the hoes away. Byron Reese, we got a left guard, left tackle. He's probably going to play center, maybe move him to guard. All of those 3-star, 3-star, 3-star. We loaded up on the 3 stars. We did miss out on him. We got way more 3 stars than I expected. We got some 1 stars, some insta commits. Tito Lord, that's a sick name. He's going to be a star. Tobias Aragon, that's going to help a lot. Haywood, we got kicker. We did get a quarterback. We missed out on a 3-star left outside linebacker late. I don't think we have... Oh, we did get the 3-star quarterback. That's my bad. I didn't think we did. That's a step up. So... obviously, we're still in no position to contend in any way, shape, or form. So, who is this guy? Are those the transfers that we got? I think so. Never mind. I was about to say, obviously, the freshmen are all the highest overall that we have. Some of them will start if we have the depth, but the majority of them are getting redshirted. There's no reason to waste a year of eligibility. Okay, so I'm actually kind of curious to see if training does anything to the 12 overalls. It does not appear so right off rip. Yeah, right off rip. Oh, this dude did go up to a 20 overall. Yo, they gave him some stats. It gave him some stats, bro. All right, so it looks like the workhorses of last year were able to get up in training somewhat. Some of them, not enough of them to make an impact, unless those were transfers. May have been. I'm stupid, so if that's the case, my bad. All right, so I actually just encouraged some transfers. We're able to thin the herd of some of the 12 overalls just a little bit, that 12 overall scum. We're going to keep some of them. It's not really depth, but for depth, for position requirements. We got 2 insta commits to start the season in preseason. Tyler Flanagan, the free safety out of Miami. And we grabbed 3-star left guard J.D. Ream. That's a good start to our class. We found a gym wide receiver in Christian Lund, who has us as his top school right now. 91 speed. 78 medium route. His catching skills at a 70 leaves a lot to be desired, but that's okay. All right, so I just redshirted pretty much every freshman on the team. It's just going to be the transfer portal carrying us for the first season here, first actual season with actual players on it. It's not going to go good still. We're up to a 35 overall already, though. The senior transfer is going to be starting for us at quarterback. At running back, we got 79 overall, Stacy Sneed. Wide receiver, that's fullback. Now we're at wide receiver. We are going to let Chauncey Neese play. He's a 53 overall. The rest of them are 12. We redshirted a whole lot of other people. Tight end, we redshirted the freshman. Left tackle, red shirt. Everybody, red shirt. Everybody, you get a red shirt. You get a red shirt. You get a red shirt. Everyone's red-shirted, except for Ben Jean-Pierre. I don't know why. He's just going to start. That's the case. Hopefully, this goes a little better. All right, so there was no reason to check in with you guys at the mid-season. Absolutely nothing of note happened. As expected, we went 0-12 again. And I've got some news. This recruiting class looks rough this time. Hopefully I can turn it around. But I wanted to look and see, did we score any points this year? We scored a touchdown against FCS West. We only gave up 100 points one time, and that was to Liberty, who smoked us last year as well. We scored against New Mexico State. We scored 2 touchdowns this year. Who scored those 2 touchdowns? This one had to be defensive. Defensive touchdown? No? Hello? Who scored the touchdown? Alright. Maybe his kick return touchdown? What? I'm confused. It doesn't show us who scored the touchdown. It does not appear that it would. It says we got a rushing touchdown. So, I guess that's what we're going with. We'll say that was the running back. And then will it show us here against New Mexico State? Yeah, Sneed with the touchdown there. All right. So we scored twice. And we only gave up 100 points one time. That is a drastic improvement. Let's look at the season stats. 426 yards for our quarterback. 0 touchdowns, only 5 picks. 516 rushing yards for him. 442 for Sneed. That's an improvement. Look at that, 12 catches for 113 yards for the freshman. I told you there was a reason to let Chauncey start. Anything crazy on defense? Not a single interception all year. Not a single forced fumble all year. All right. Liberty quarterback Caden Salter wins the Heisman. Liberty's turning into something here. All right, and Clemson beats Oklahoma 24-13 to win the Natty in year 2. All right, so we just finished up the transfer portal. This class was rough. We did get some 3 stars, of course, but overall it was much weaker than last year. Let's see where we're at. We were in the top 50 last year, or top 60. This year we're 75. 12 3 stars, 12 2 stars, and 5 1 stars. Not nearly as good. But we do have some freshmen who we redshirted last year who are ready to take the field. I'm kind of curious to see what happens here. We got a 74 overall athlete here. I'm put him at right in. All right, I had to take a little break. We're back now. I think we're in season 3. During the break, got a brand new camera. It's the Logitech Mevo Core. I actually won it in a giveaway from vast.gg, so W. And they're actually legit. I wondered that for a long time, but there you go. It's a pretty sick camera. It's pretty sick. All right, so in the meantime, I went ahead and filled out our recruiting board. We got a 3-star safety insta-commit. That's huge. And we got a 2-star free safety insta-commit. I will never say his name, so don't ask. The whole video will be done by the time you ask, so that's why I'm saying don't ask. And we'll hop on over and look at the schedule. Same thing as normal. Want to see how we hold up against some of the best. Alabama, West Virginia, Clemson. We get a bye week, and then we take on an FCS school. I think we could possibly upset the FCS team this year. Of course, that'll be the only win we have, but I do think it's possible. I'm not saying it will happen, but it is possible. And then I went through and redshirted, of course, most of the freshmen or sophomores that aren't going to play. And even if they're an improvement, I'm redshirting them because we're not going to do any winning this year anyway. Hopefully going to get a better recruiting class. But yeah, we just redshirt. You get the idea. We redshirted pretty much everyone that we could. So I will see you guys in a few weeks. If we get any big recruits or anything, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'll see you at midseason. We just landed a huge 4-star recruit. Going to be a quarterback for us. This is huge for us. Massive, even. 92 throw power, 93 speed, 87 short accuracy, 80 medium accuracy. He's got magician, off-platform, and clear-headed. We don't know the dev trait, but that's so massive. That's absolutely massive. I'll catch you guys in just a few games. All right, I didn't stop at the midseason because it went exactly how you would expect. Mr. Zero Hero is 0-36 in his career. We finished 0-12 for the third straight season. We've been having a rough time with the recruiting class. It's not been great. So, we're going to look at the season stats. The freshman, bro, 2,400 yards, 9 touchdowns, 10 picks. That's a pretty good ratio for this squad. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty good ratio. Almost 500 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns for Haywood. Another freshman. That's what we want. And 100 rushing yards for George. So, receiving. Ness, I don't know. 600 yards, a touchdown. McKinney, 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. Getting a little productive there. Those are sophomores. Freshmen had 450 yards and a touchdown. And another freshman, the running back, had 170 yards, no touchdowns. This dude had 10 catches for 144 yards. Did he? He played 250 downs. Never mind. I was about to say, did he just have like one crazy game? All right. Yo, 6 sacks from Monte Shirley, the freshman. 3 picks for the freshman Marco Mancuso. 3 picks for freshman Tito Lord. 2 picks for sophomore Joe Avery. And 1 pick for the senior Russ Rashid. All right. Yo, the freshman kicker, 13 of 14 with a 45-yarder, 18 of 18 on extra points. Holy shit. I probably could have gone without recruiting a couple of kickers this draft. Or this class. I've got points in on a couple just to kind of boost up the class rating if we don't get the others that I'm after. We grabbed 3-star tight end Jason Witten's little brother, Jared Witten. They're brothers, I promise. The 2026 Heisman goes to Gunnar Stockton, the senior in Georgia. That doesn't really look like a Heisman season to me unless he was just going crazy on the ground. You know what I'm saying? We got the 3-star Khalid Brink out of Georgia. That's huge. That's a big W. This is a cool little natty going on here for all the marbles. 19 Texas Tech and number 7 Ohio State for the natty. That's crazy. Texas Tech found their next Pat Mahomes. Oh. And Ohio State just barely got by against Kansas State. And Texas Tech just barely got by against Miami. This should be interesting. Let's see who wins the natty. Ohio State wins 42-35 against Texas Tech. All right. So they're the winners in year 3. Let's move on to the transfer portal and do some more recruiting. We do have 77 overall, senior free safety Russ Rashid graduating, so that's a pretty big blow to the defense, but I think with our secondary we'll be able to recover pretty quick. We just grabbed a 3-star left tackle out of Missouri. That's huge. 3-star free safety Landry Tutt out of Florida. Like I said, I thought we could recover pretty quickly from losing the 1 free safety. We had a couple of red shirt safeties, I believe. We'll be all right. We got 3-star Sean Thigpen. I was hoping we could grab him. Wide receiver out of Ohio. 3-star corner Kevin Levy out of West Palm Beach, Florida. Transfer portal was rough for us otherwise. We did level up again. That's another 10 skill points to put into recruiting. All right. We had a rough class. It was rough. But we did get some players that definitely will help us out. But after we clear all of these out, you're going to see we did not land as many recruits as you would like when you're a 65 overall. It's looking like we landed 21. We got a couple of good players. We got quite a few 3-stars that'll definitely help out. I think next season, definitely next season, we can finally beat a FCS school. I might even schedule 2, low-key. These are the athletes we got right here. Our new quarterback. Ooh, he's an even better running back. But our new quarterback, 73 overall, Sion Coward. We may redshirt him. We actually probably definitely will redshirt him because we're going to need another couple seasons. We're going to need another couple seasons before we can start doing anything impressive. Khalid Brink, we will probably move him to strong safety. We recruited a couple of tight ends. So, one more. We got Devon Ezekiel. We'll probably move him to linebacker because we were struggling there. Wouldn't hurt to redshirt him there. We finished with the 64th recruiting class nationally. It was pretty rough. Like I said, pretty rough. All right, so after that class, we have officially removed every single 12 overall except for 2 that were ineligible to transfer. We've thinned the herd. We do have a lot of 50s, which is unfortunate. But the 12 overalls are gone or at the bottom of the depth chart. There's only 2 left. That this right tackle actually started for us last season, 12 overall. That's exactly why we didn't win a single game. We definitely can beat an FCS school this year. We're a 70 overall. Let's get it. Oh, whoa. When I got to customizing the schedule, we're actually a 78 overall is what it says now. We're going to start scheduling a little more seriously now. That way, if we're actually capable of beating teams, we have a chance to get up in the conference. So we're starting with UConn, FCS East, FAU, and Akron. FAU is here because they stole about half of our targeted recruiting class last season. So they're getting the work is what they're getting. Akron should be a possible win. FCS East should be a definite win, hopefully. And then our conference games, maybe can pull one off against Kennesaw, maybe Jack State. But that's about it. So I will catch you guys here in a little bit after I've got our recruiting class set up for the season. All right, so we set up our recruiting class. We got 2 3-star insta-commits. Left in Frederick Sahara out of Deerfield Beach, Florida. And then we got a 3-star strong safety Miles Figures out of Tampa, Florida. We've got a pretty good pipeline going down in Florida, and that's going to help a lot. All right, so we're in year 4. I think it's time for a little team update. I'm giving George the start over Phillip here. I can't say either of their last names, so that is what it is. We have Coward redshirted, so that's definitely, he's going to clear both of these by next season. That'll be huge. Running back, we're not doing bad. Receiver, we're not doing bad at all. We have 4 freshmen taking up the top 5 slots, and we have a couple of freshmen redshirted, I believe. Yeah, we got a few redshirted juniors and freshmen. Tight end, still pretty rough. Left tackle, 76 overall, not bad. 81 overall at left guard, 74 at center, 70 at right guard, and a 51 at right tackle. That's a bummer. Needs some improvement to say the least. Josh Duggan, 81 overall left end. We got an 81 overall right end. We got an 82 overall and an 80 overall D tackle. The D line is phenomenal. Left outside linebacker, 69 overall freshman. Middle linebacker, 76 overall. Right outside linebacker, 68 overall. The corners looking good. 84, 79, 78, 78, 77. This dude has 99 speed. I'm moving him up to the 3. Actually, I'm moving him up to the 2. Free safety. We've got a 75 overall freshman and strong safety, a 73 overall sophomore. Kicker, 70 overall. We have a 71 overall redshirted. Punter, 68 overall. I mean, the team is looking pretty good. We could win a couple of games this year even. So I'll catch you guys sometime later in the season, maybe at the end of the season, depending on how things go. I'll definitely see you after our first win. We're manifesting it. We are getting our first win. 0 to hero is going 1 to hero. So I'll catch you guys in just a few. Ladies and gentlemen, Alston's 0 to heroes have won the first game in team history. Let's check it out. It was a FCS school, but we won our first game in team history, 20 to 17. Let's check it out. All right, George was 17 of 28, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. He got sacked 3 times. Rushing, 12 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown for the sophomore Matt Haywood. Lund, Kaiser, Hayward, McKinney, everyone, good job. We did good. All 3 sacks. Oh, no. Okay. Left tackle, Isaiah Titus, Lampkin, and Webb. So the 51 overall is going to give up at least a sack every game. We got 3 total sacks: Trevor Carr, Monty Shirley, Carnell York, and Josh Duggan. Carnell York actually won the Conference Player of the Week with 5 tackles for loss, 8 total tackles, and a half a sack. Pretty good game out of him. 83 overall freshman, right end. Kicker, 2 of 2. Let's go. We have won our second game in school history. CUSA Defensive Player of the Week. 1 sack, 5 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Sophomore Trevor Carr. Let's go. Let's see how this one looked. We beat Akron 14 to 11. That's old school football. Let's go. Yeah, that was old school football. That's Akron stats. 196 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 sacks allowed, 61% completion. George is getting her done this year. Haywood actually had a terrible day on the ground. Bless his heart. Receiving, Hayward, the freshman, 102 yards and a touchdown. Big day for him. On defense, we had 4, 5, 6 sacks. Carnell York with 2, Monty Shirley with 2, Trevor Carr with 1, Addison and Duggan with a half sack each. No picks. We force any fumbles? We did not. All right. Kicking. He didn't have to kick anything. Well, he was 2 of 2 from extra points. Didn't have to kick, though. No field goals. 14 to 11 at Akron. Let me add that as well. Our created rivalry game against FAU, it was a blowout. We got smeared. It's unfortunate. We're on a hot streak. We just won our 3rd game of the season. We are 3-2. I want to see how this one went. I can't help myself. 35 to 20. The offense scoring 35 points. That's crazy. George had 234 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks, 74% completion. We have a future Heisman on our hands. Lund, 6 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. I just completely passed Wow, we did not run the ball much, and it worked out in our favor. Nothing crazy as sacks go. Trevor Carr had a sack, and we had 2 interceptions. The junior, Kevin Levy, he's at risk of transfer due to our playing style. That's unfortunate. George Vizcano, the freshman, true freshman safety, coming away with a pick as well. Big game, big dubs. We're 3-2. Let's keep it up. We landed 4-star David Machado at receiver, and let me show you why we were after him. 98 speed. He's 6'3". That's huge. All right, you guys are not going to believe this. We won 5 fucking games. No way. No way. Conference standings, we finished 7th, 3-5 in conference play. I got to check out the schedule. We got to see what went down. We knew the 3 games that we won. Then we beat Jack State 22-19. We beat New Mexico State in a thriller 35-34. We almost pulled off an upset on ranked 24 Louisiana Tech. UConn ended up being ranked as well. Some Liberty was also ranked when we played them. So holy shit, we won 5 games. We're on the up. Couple more recruiting classes. This team's winning a fucking natty. Eli Holstein is the Heisman winner 2027 season 4, 3,600 yards, 42 touchdowns, 8 picks for the Pittsburgh Panthers. I almost completely forgot to take a look at the season stats. George had 3,400 yards, 22 touchdowns, 11 picks, 63% completion. Haywood had 156 carries, 576 yards, and 8 touchdowns. George also had 230 yards and a touchdown. Kaiser got some carries in, 95 yards and a touchdown. Kaiser also had almost a 1,000-yard season as a freshman, 947 yards, 7 touchdowns. Christian Lund not far behind him, 880 yards, 9 touchdowns, and another 800-yard receiver, Hayward, with 3 touchdowns. All 3 of them freshmen. That's huge. Our left tackle, who is significantly better than 58 overall George Hebb, gave up 9 sacks compared to Hebb's 5. That's disappointing. Josh Duggan, the 81 overall left end, he had 8.5 sacks on the season. Monta Shirley had 7. Cornell York had 5. Trevor Carr had 4. 3 picks for Kevin Levy. 2 for Gabe. We've got too many Georges. 2 for George. 1 for Marco. 1 for Ben. 1 for Ty. Pretty good year out of the defense there. 12 of 12 was the kicker. 45-yarder. 27 of 29 for the extra points. Upsetting. We had a kick return touchdown, what I believe is the first in school history. 99 yards. National championship, Texas A&M taking on Tennessee, number 7, number 5. Let's see who wins it. I'm a Vols fan. Let's go Tennessee. Let's go Vols. Our athletic facilities went down. It's unfortunate. Tennessee beats Texas A&M 42-28 to win the Natty in year 4, 2027. There is now 112 overall left as KJ Hartley is graduating. All right, it is National Signing Day. We actually got to give out 3 scholarships this time, and we got 2 huge 4-stars. This guy was really good as well. Not as impressive as 98 speed, but 94 speed and some pretty decent route running stats. 74 catching's a little rough, but he'll improve. They'll both be getting redshirted, most likely. So we had the number 35 recruiting class in the nation. That's a big step up from last year. Let's go. We're on the up. We're winning at least 7 games next year. The last 12 overall has just been purged from the roster. Let's go. We got them all out of here. And right now, it says we're an 81 overall. That's a big step up. All right, we got our recruiting class set up for season 5. We got a couple of insta-commits, right tackle 3-star and a middle linebacker 3-star. I believe that was it. We're going to try to get a couple of 5-stars this year. We're going to attempt. It's not going to happen, but we're going to attempt it. All right, so on over to our schedule. We got App State at home. Then we're going to UMass, to FAU. Then we're taking on FCS West, and then, of course, our conference. So hopefully we can get our get back on FAU this year. We're an 83 overall, it says. So in the CUSA, we're looking at top of the conference here if things pan out like they should. So we'll see you guys soon. All right, so this year we went 6-6, which is still an improvement, but not as much as I expected or wanted to see. Let's see. The freshman, whoa, what happened to Sion, bro? I started him on the depth chart. What the hell happened there? But Phillip had 3,100 yards, 31 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. What a year. Rushing, Haywood had 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. We didn't have a whole lot going on there. Christian Lund, 830 yards, 12 touchdowns. Kaiser with almost 800 yards, 6 touchdowns. Almost 500 out of McCullough and 5 touchdowns. Isaiah Titus is just not good, is he? It's another 9 sacks allowed season. Right tackle got hurt. Allowed 8 sacks. This dude allowed 4 sacks in only 9 games. 7.5 sacks for Josh Duggan. 5.5 for D-tackle Aries Pickney. 4 picks for Kevin Levy. This dude has been elite every year that we've had him here. It's a shame to be seeing him go. 3 picks for Marco. 3 picks for Khalid Brink, the freshman. 2 for Iorio. And 1 for Tito Lord and Rodney Cobbs. Kicker, 10 of 14, but 42 of 42 for extra points. 2028 Heisman, Season 5, Mitch Kesey for Boise State, 3,600 yards, 44 touchdowns, 8 picks. We have made our first bowl game. We'll be taking on Army. That logo is absurd. Let's take a look at what happened here. We got blown out by App State. We handled UMass, ranked 17, 31-10. Lost to FAU again. We blew out FCS West. Sam Houston beat us. We beat New Mexico State in a close one. MTSU blew us out. Louisiana Tech lost in a close one. We blew out UTEP. We blew out Liberty, and we blew out Jax State. We scored 5 points against 2-10 Kennesaw State. That's brutal. Now we're taking on Army in our first ever bowl game, the First Responder Bowl. We lost our bowl game. That's all you need to know. I'm sorry. We lost our bowl game. Natty this year is Bama and Notre Dame, number 4 and number 1. Let's see who wins this one. My money is on Bama. It's what they always do. But no more Nick Saban. No more Nick Saban. I'm praying on their downfall so hard. Notre Dame wins 42-31. You like to see it. You like to see it. Rough little players leaving for us. Left guard, 89 overalls, leaving for the draft. I mean, that's cool that he's getting drafted. That's nice. Should get some XP from that. Our right tackle is transferring due to playing style. He had a rough year. Kevin Levy. He's projected round 6 of the draft. We should get 2 players drafted, but he was graduating either way. And some pretty solid depth pieces also leaving. Both of our players went higher than projected and were drafted in round 4. Good for them. Thank you for being a part of the 0 overall rebuild. All right, so I forgot to hit record on the last recruiting class. That's my bad. It was mid. That's all I got to say. We have the new recruiting class set up for the 2029 season 6, right? We've got 2 5-stars, a whole bunch of 4 stars, and 3 stars. We're trying to move away entirely from 2-star players. We kind of have that ability for now. All right, so we've redshirted our freshmen. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Here's the schedule for this year. We got at 8 TCU to start the season. That's rough. At North Texas versus AFU at home and versus USF. All right, and then, of course, our normal conference opponents. It says we're an 84 overall now. We just pulled off a huge upset at 8th-ranked TCU. We beat them 36-17. Wow, okay. Sion Coward, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, 70% completion. He also had 84 rushing yards. Haywood had 120 rushing yards. That's what we like to see to start the year. Into the 2029 season, we went 6-6 again. We're just not able to get over that hump right now. I don't know what the issue is. We'll keep it on. I didn't expect this to take this long. I'm not going to lie. This has taken quite a few hours. We're still 6-6. All right. I'm going to finish up the transfer portal. All right. The national championship's a little mind-boggling. Number 10 Washington Huskies taking on the unranked App State. Number 27 App State. What an underdog story. We got to pull for App State, right? I mean, you have to. They're unranked, bro. It's unheard of. That's unheard of. Washington wins it. What a bummer. All right. And this is brutal. This is where I start to get worried with it taking so long. Look at all of these good players we have leaving. All of these good players. We did convince one transfer to stay. Some good transfers leaving as well. It's going to be brutal on the roster. All right, it's National Signing Day, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you this is the best class we've ever had. We signed the first 5-star in school history. It was a quarterback, so if we redshirt him, he will be a sophomore by the time our current quarterback graduates and or gets drafted. We had the number 27th class in the country, 1 5-star, 3 4-stars, 27 3-stars. We did get a 1-star. I didn't intentionally do that, but all right, we got to start speeding this up. It's 2030. Here's the schedule: Iowa State, San Diego State, FAU, and Duke. And I'm probably just going to start meeting you guys at the end of the seasons and for the recruiting classes. We got to get this going. Christian Lund won National Offensive Player of the Week, 12 catches, 133 yards, and 4 touchdowns against Duke. That's crazy. Let's keep it up. He's a senior, which is unfortunate, but that's what we like to see. All right, we finished the season. Wait till you guys see this. First Heisman winner, Marcus Pepper for the Auburn Tigers, 3,300 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 picks. We went 8-4. We're playing at the Bahama Bowl against number 14 Notre Dame. We unfortunately did not win the division or make the conference championship, so we're still not going to make the playoffs. We are getting job offers for the first time in our career. There's no way we win this, but let's look at the season stats. Sion Coward, 2,800 yards, 28 touchdowns, 5 picks, 71% completion. Terrible on the ground like we expected. Machado, 800 yards, 7 touchdowns. Christian Lund in his last season, 800 yards, 9 touchdowns. 700 yards, 8 touchdowns for Longoria. Right tackle gave up 10 sacks. That's pathetic. He's pathetic. 6.5 sacks for Hitchcock and 6 for Sahara. We weren't forcing a lot of turnovers this year. Kicker, 12 of 15, but he made a 50-yarder. Yo. All right. We lost our ball game. We lost the ball game. National championship, Syracuse and Georgia. Let's see who wins this one. Georgia blows out Syracuse in the Natty. Georgia wins another one. Our right end is projected to get drafted in the first round. We're losing quite a few good players again. We're hurting just a little bit. All right. It's National Signing Day, and let me tell you guys, back-to-back years, this is the best class we've ever had. We got 2 5-stars, a bunch of 4-stars, a bunch of 3-stars. We had a good one. I said a bunch of 4-stars, but it looks like we only got 1. I don't believe that. We did only get 1. 2 5-stars, 1 4-star, 31 3-stars. Good class. 28th in the nation. We are ranked for the first time in program history. We are number 22. Let's go. We're 6-2. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the conference championship. We finished 8-4 unranked, but we're going to the conference championship for the first time in program history. We're just now getting a handle on CUSA. I don't know how long this is going to take. It's 2031. Have no idea. Let's check out the season stats real fast. Sion Coward, 3,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, 3 picks in his senior year. 700 yards for Brendan Parker, 4 touchdowns. 830 yards, 8 touchdowns for Machado. 800 yards and 16 touchdowns for Miles, a senior. Wow. We still having problems out of the right tackles? Yeah. Okay. Nothing spectacular on defense. Kicker 11 of 12. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have won the CUSA championship. We also have won our first bowl game in program history. What a year. No natty, but that's a huge step for us. National championship is Kansas State Wildcats versus the Kentucky Wildcats. 1-3. Please don't let Kentucky win it. Don't let Kentucky win it. Fraud Wildcats. Fraud. And Kentucky wins the natty 41-21. Once again, National Signing Day. This class was not my best work. It was not my best work. We're 34th, 1 5-star, 1 4-star, 25 3-stars. Was not my best work. All right, here's the schedule for the year. It says we're an 87 overall now. We got Akron, Syracuse, FAU, and rank 6 Auburn. And then the conference games. I've got high hopes for this year. It's the first time we're going to be seeing our 5-star recruit that we redshirted, the quarterback. He's a sophomore now. It could be huge. We have finally gotten somewhere. In the year 2032, we're 11-1 in our second straight CUSA championship. I've got high hopes, bro. 11-1, 7-1 conference play. I think we dropped one to Sam Houston, which is disappointing. But let's check out the season stats, because holy shit. 3,400 yards, 39 touchdowns, 4 picks in his first year starting, the sophomore Troy Madu. Rushing yards, 910 yards, 13 touchdowns. He went off. Madu also had 400 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. Receiving, Machado in his last season, almost 1,000 yards, 14 touchdowns. Longoria in his last season, 800 yards, 11 touchdowns. How many sacks did the right tackle give up? He only gave up 4? Ooh, that was the highest on the team? Yo! Most sacks in a season record, I think. Definitely. That might even be the national record. 19.5 sacks from Ronnie Avant, the junior. He's definitely going to go pro. That's ass. 4 picks for Manny Cleveland, 3 for David Hector, 2 for Bobby Stumpf, Miguel, and James Odongo. Nate Hawker and Galindo both have 1 pick apiece. Kicker, 10 of 13. He did make another 50-yarder. And we had a punt return touchdown. Great-ass season. Let's go win a conference championship. Let's go win a conference championship. All right. We're taking on Middle Tennessee State. CUSA championship. Let's see what happens. We're winning this. I'm manifesting it. Amani Duck committed. Earl Gideon committed. George Woods committed. We won. Let's fucking go. That's back-to-back CUSA championships. We are making progress, and I know this year we made the playoffs. Longoria with another 3 touchdowns. National Player of the Week? Yes, sir. All right, so we definitely made the playoffs. 12-1, ranked number 5 in the country. Let's see what happens. And the Heisman goes to Troy Madu in his first year starting. 3,800 yards, 44 touchdowns, 5 picks. That's our first Heisman. We've got it here with him. We have got it. Ronnie Savant with 20 sacks wins Best Defensive Player of the Year. Best Defensive End of the Year. Troy Madu, Best Quarterback. Never won an award, and then we got 5 in one season. The Lombardi Award to Ronnie Avant. All right, here's our first ever program playoff game. We're going to watch it, not actually watch the full game. We're going to go in and super sim it and watch it. Oh, man. I'm hyped. What are our uniforms like? I think I just stuck with like defaults. It's all good. I have no idea what our field looks like either. This is an on-the-fly thing. This was not intended for this video, so I hope the field's not like horrific. We're just going to super sim anyway, but oh man, we finally have made the playoffs. First playoff game against NC State. Madden leading the pack out. Cheerleaders going nuts. Fans going nuts. It's time. NC State's scared. They're terrified. All right, here we go. We score first. It's 7-3, 14-3. NC State answers back 14-10. They take the lead 17-14. We tie it up at halftime 17 all. 24-17 NC State. 24-24. We go up 27-27. Now it's tied. They got a game-winning field goal. NC State wins 30-27 in our first ever playoff game. We're getting close. We're getting so close. I'm ready for this to end. I'm miserable. I'm miserable. It doesn't help me at all, but if it helps anyone watching, NC State made the national championship against Georgia, so they were pretty good. They were pretty good, apparently. All right, that helps me feel like slightly better. No, it doesn't. All right, NC State won the Natty. Wild. All right, we have made our third straight CUSA championship. I'm starting to have doubt creep in. All right, bowl game against Western Kentucky. Let's see if we can win 3 straight conference championships. J.R. Gage commits to us. We did. We have won our third straight CUSA conference championship. Are we in the playoffs again? I don't know. I'm curious. We're ranked 15th. Please. Please. Oh, we're getting all kinds of commits right now. HEISMAN goes to Marcus Lyle of the Miami Hurricanes. 52 touchdowns, 4,000 yards, 7 picks. Oh, we didn't make the playoffs, did we? We didn't make the playoffs, did we? We did! We just got a bye. Let's go. All right, so first playoff game of 2033. We're taking on number 3 Arkansas. Whew. Please win a playoff game. Please. We got Marvin Etienne. We got Jeff McClam. Please. Oh my God, the suspense. Please. Oh, we lost. Okay. We're 0-2 in the playoffs. Oh my God. I'm starting to wonder if this is possible. Georgia beat Texas Tech in the Natty. Georgia gets another one. Let's check out our season stats. Madden, 4,200 yards, 38 touchdowns, 8 picks, 76% completion. Parker, his last year, 800 yards, 10 touchdowns, good way to go out. Madden almost had 500 yards, 6 touchdowns. Receiving, Whitehurst, the junior, almost 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. All right, we're still looking good. We just can't win a fucking playoff game. Left tackle gave up 10 sacks. Not ideal. Not a way to go out in your last season. Ooh, 2 players with double-digit sacks. Derek Wells, the sophomore, and George, the sophomore. So that's nice. 5 picks for James Adongo. 4 for David Hector. They could go pro. That's a concern. 16 of 17 for the kicker. He made a 49-yarder. 58 of 60 on the extra points. No kickoff return touchdowns, no punt return touchdowns. All right, it is National Signing Day once again. My God. I think this is going to be the best draft or the best recruiting class we've ever produced. No, 30. Okay, we got 2 5-star, 2 4-star, 28 3-stars, and 2 2-stars. I think that is probably the best we've ever had. Everyone else just had a better. All right, we've finished the season 12-0. We're going to our 4th straight CUSA championship, this time taking on UTEP. All right, here we go. UTEP versus the Zeros to Heroes. Can we win a 4th straight conference championship? Please? We so have to get this going. 4-star Lorenzo Trinidad. 4-star Brett Matlock. 3-star Anthony Arias. 3-star. You guys wait until you see this draft class. I'm used to Madden, bro. I'm sorry. You guys wait till you see this recruiting class. It's nutty. We're 13-0. We won our 4th straight CUSA title, and we're going to the playoffs. Who against? Who we facing in the playoffs? Who's our first one? Zero Hero wins Coach of the Year. That's what's up. We're him. Offensive Coordinator of the Year. Wow. Player of the Year goes to Troy Madden, 3,800 yards, 39 touchdowns, 2 picks. Heisman goes to Troy Madden. That's his second Heisman. The Golden Arm Award. Troy Madden is him. Best Quarterback Award. And now we take on Michigan in the first round of the college football playoffs. Actually, I think we're in the quarterfinals. I think we got a bye. So, we're going to load in like we did last time. Please. Here we go. 3-0, 10-0, 10-7. Let's go. Come on, make the comeback. Don't let it get out of hand. Tied up at 10, up 17, 24-13. Keep it going, boys. Please. I'm speechless. I don't know if this is possible, guys. I have no idea. This video is probably 6 hours long at this point. I'm sorry. It's for science. Nebraska beats Iowa State in the national championship in 2034. 2034 National Signing Day. Wait until you see this draft class. Recruiting class. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm thinking top 10, but I'm really in my heart saying top 5. I'm not kidding. Number 5. 4 5-stars, 12 4-stars, 14 3-stars, and 5 2-stars just to fill it out at the end. Ooh, we should win the Natty within the next 2 years. There's no doubt about that. All right, we are in our 5th straight CUSA championship. We were upset by Kennesaw State for some reason, and then Louisiana Tech, who we're playing right now, ranked 15th. They beat us in the last game of the regular season. All right, let's see if we can win our 5th conference championship in a row. We definitely need this to be able to make the playoffs. Please, I'm so tired of this. Please. We did it. All right, we should be in the playoffs now. We're fucking 15 years. I'm losing my sanity. Get a bye week. All right, Heisman goes to Devin Goldwire for the Virginia Tech Hokies. Hey, we won Kicker of the Year. He kicked a 52-yarder. Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy. Juan Littlejohn joined the school. All right, first up, we're taking on the number 2 Miami Hurricanes. All right, here we go. Please. We go up 7-0, 7-7, 10-7. Please, 13-7. Please. 13-10, 13-10 at half. 13-13, 20-13. Please. It's 20-20. Overtime. Did we win? We won a playoff game. The upset over the number 2 Miami Hurricanes. Let's go. It's our year. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. We had a true freshman starting at quarterback. 23 of 31, 308 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. We could do without the picks, but true freshman. All right, next up, we're taking on the Utah Utes in the All-State Sugar Bowl. This is the semifinals. Please. I just want to make a national championship. Please. Here we go. We're on the board. We're up 10-0 in the first quarter. 10-3, 17-3, 24-3, 31-3, 38. Yo, we're blowing them out. The true freshman's going nuts. 38-6. We're going to the national championship. Oh my God. We were a 0 overall team when this video started. Every player was 12 overall. Eric Rossi, 203 yards on 7 catches and 2 touchdowns. We're going to the national championship. We're taking on the Florida Gators in the national championship. This is everything we've been trying for. This is what we've spent 11 years of simming and recruiting on. You guys have no idea how long this has taken. I'm on probably hour 9 overall of recording because I am doing the recruiting manually every week, simming every week. We're probably on hour 7, More like it. So far, I've been pulling my best Icy Vert impression. So I'm really hoping. Please, boys, I know you can do it. We have the true freshman. What a story that would be. Nobody could get us there, but the true freshman comes in and beats a SEC school in the Natty. That would be huge. All right, here we go. National championship against the Florida Gators. They're on the board first. We couldn't score in the first quarter. 7-7, 14-7, 14-14, 21-14, 24-14, 27-17. Please. Oh my God. Oh my God. We did it. We finally won the national championship. Oh my God. 41-38. The true freshman wins us the Natty. What a thrill. Mike Qualls, 6 catches, 107 yards, 4 touchdowns. The true freshman in the national championship, 17 of 28, 228 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. You know, we didn't have anything crazy going on. God, I've been waiting so long to see this screen. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh my God. All right. So we rebuilt a 0 overall team in college football 25. Wow. We did it. It took a long time, but we did it. We're going to look over some things. I want to see my coach record and the records for the team. And if you guys really like this and want to see this team continue, I might do a second video where we try to turn them into a dynasty, winning 3 and 4 years. So that's an idea. We can do that if you guys really want to see me suffer. If you just want more rebuilds in general, let me know. If you like the longer form content like this as well, let me know. I'll definitely do more of it. It makes it a bit easier on me as far as the editing goes because I'm not great with that. But let's look at some stuff. All right, coach contracts. We started 0-36. Where is that? Where do we go? There it is. We started 0-36 and we finished 84-74, 6 winning seasons, 3-3 in the playoffs, 1 national championship, 5 conference championships back to back to back to back to back. We had 21 players drafted. No one won more conference championships than us. Georgia and Washington tied us. We're elite. All right, last thing I want to look at is the records for us. Career records. Troy Madden, our dude, he got us there. He couldn't finish the job, but he got us to the playoffs for the first time. 12,000 career passing yards. Machado, the 98 speed monster, 3,600 receiving yards. Troy Madden, passing yards, 124. Christian Lund, receiving touchdowns, 38. Derek Wells with the sack record, 38. Rushing touchdowns, 29 for Brendan Parker. Let's check it out for the season. See if we broke any of those. Yeah, we did. Kevin Gizzy actually broke it this year. True freshman, 4,255 yards in a season. Eric Rossi broke the receiving yard record this season, 1,223. Eric Rossi broke the record for receptions in a season with 74. Troy Madden, 45 touchdowns in 2032. Ronnie Avant with 20 sacks in a season in 2032. And Miles, however you say it, caught 17 touchdowns in 2031 in a game. Receiving yards record, 203. That was this year by Eric Rossi. And Troy Madden was 6 passing touchdowns. Touchdown catches, Christian Lund, 4 in a game. All right. I don't think we broke any national records, but we'll look. Yeah, broke no national records. What about conference records? We'll check that out. Didn't break any conference records in a game. What about a season? Ronnie Avant with 20 sacks. That's the record in a season for the CUSA. And career for the CUSA. Nobody. All right. We rebuilt the 0 overall team. That's enough of that for me today. If you guys want to do this, use teambuilder. It's a whole lot. It's pretty quick. It takes a little while to set up. I'll see if I can upload it. If I can, you can go download it. I'll do a different logo and everything so you don't have to see my name. But I'll put it up for download, and if I do, I'll let you guys know in a new video. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please press the like button, leave a comment down below, share this video with your friends who are Dynasty college football fans. I'm going to be posting a lot of college football content, a lot of rebuilds, a lot of nonsense, a lot of challenges. It's going to be fun. This video took hours and hours and hours to make. So if you really, really enjoyed, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more content going into the future. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.